Hey, what's up, my friends? I have an extremely special guest right now, Blake, who is a magician, illusionist, mentalist, things that I'm absolutely fascinated by, and I've been fascinated by for years, especially after stumbling into like Darren Brown stuff and just binge watching those videos and being like, holy crap, our brains work in certain ways, this is amazing. And then performed at Hanalei Swan's event the other night. You had this giant box floating, and we could all see underneath it. We could all see, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? And then boom, comes down and Hanalei pops out. And then after even Hanalei's like, I don't even know how I got in the box. So there's some crazy things that happen within magic. So thank you for doing this interview with me. And I'm excited to just share, some of these mind tricks and show some magic while also explaining kind of how this stuff works on us. So thanks, man. I really appreciate it. So what got you into doing this?
Well, since I was a kid, I used to love it, and I think I was 7 years old when I saw my first thing on magic on TV. By the way, sorry for my English, but my main language is Spanish. I'm from Venezuela, and yeah, I mean, since I was a kid, it was like that. I mean, all these kind of things like hypnosis, magic, and mysteries and things like that, I just love it since I was a kid. So one of the things was like, for example, my aunt had a toy store. So she told me that when I was a kid, I always wanted the magic boxes and things like that. So it was in me,
just inside you.
Totally.
Do you remember like a first moment that happened that was like you just needed to do it?
Not the first moment, but I remember one of the first things that I did was like to vanish a red handkerchief.
Yeah.
It's a classic. If you are into magic, you can know what it is. But for me, it was super strong, and I started to do it. I was a little kid, and I started to do it to my friends at the school, and everyone was like, what the fuck is this?
We all see these like viral YouTube videos and stuff of like someone doing something and people just went, oh, and there's something about that reaction.
Yeah, totally.
That trick of the mind like having to reconfigure its perceptual awareness of and assimilate something completely new. It's like an awe feeling, which is so freaking cool to me at least.
Yeah, totally. I think it's the mind always try to get everything under control. We don't know anything at all, but our brains trying to put everything like, okay, we are here, and the magic is like getting you out of that control for a moment. So it's like, poof, and some people like it and love it so much, but some people don't like to be in that situation. But you can understand that because it's too strong.
No, it's interesting, right? Because we grew up for so many thousands of generations, survival, avoid being eaten, getting food, having sex, building relationships, having mates, social status. It was a simple physical game in these like local linear environments. So we're wired for that. So when somebody starts to understand that wiring, they can take advantage of those areas. And you can use it for just magic and fun, or you can use it to manipulate people and get them to do things they shouldn't do, which is the interesting thing. And this is why I'm so fascinated by magic, illusionists, and mentalism, because it's just a tool like fire. You can cook your food with it, or you can burn someone alive. With magic, you can actually give people unbelievable experiences and enjoy life, and just like, and you can give that to them, which is so cool.
Yeah, totally. And you can use that as to healing, it's like it depends of the experience that you create on the person. It's like paintings. I mean, sometimes you saw a paint and it's like something move inside you,
Yes.
And I love to mix a lot of things like magic, mentalism, hypnosis, and things like that, and create things that can change you, that make you feel different after you see it. Of course, it depends of what you're doing. I mean, not every time you will do something super strong for the people. You sometimes need to only entertain the people, But yeah, it's like that. I mean, and as you say, I can do bad things with this too. But
Of course.
it's not by nature. And usually, when you start to learn these things and you enjoy that, and you know and you see that you are able to make money with this and living by this, and you know, doing your passion, for example, you realize that you don't need to do bad things with this. You know.
No,
It's
it's and especially in life, like when we start to realize that giving to other people is the greatest feeling in the
Yeah,
world.
totally.
It's like more selfish to give than it is to take. And that's like a rewiring of the mind, but it's an abundance mindset. It's just like you're trying to spread happiness and enjoyment and excitement and experience for other people, which is a beautiful thing. So let's get into a couple things that are the reason why illusionism or mental, why these things work on us. We kind of talked about our brains are wired for a different time, but what is it about that control? Why is it that we're wired that way? I'm just trying to get an understanding for myself and other people how we can get so easily tricked by something that a lot of times is really simple.
Well, a lot of times it's really simple, but that doesn't mean that it's easy.
No.
I mean, the good magicians have like a lot of time doing this, a lot of practice. Of course, a lot of people tell me like, yeah, you're practicing like hours, and it's not like that. Because in my level, we will practice when we do magic to the people. You know, it's like that is our practice. Each show is our practice. But of course, we love to study.
Yeah.
And it's not something bad for us. I mean, it's my passion, and I like to be on my bed, like watching new things and reading things, and and learning more things, more crazy things, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard work, but at the same time, it's not, because it's my passion, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but what are some of those things that allow it to work on people? I'm really trying to just bring out that, because like, I write copy, I do some like NLP, so I start to understand the brain more and start to understand how I'm tricked a lot by society, tricked a lot by things like social proof and blah, blah, blah. You can go down the list, or like misdirection, or this, because our brain is so focused. So what are some of those things? Because I really believe that if someone can understand this, first of all, they can become more manipulation proof in reality. It's actually important.
Yeah.
It makes them more aware. And then also they can utilize some of these things to help other people.
Okay, so you're asking me how or why?
Yeah, both.
Both.
A little bit of both.
Well, why we get astonished about this?
Yes.
We like this. I think is one of the main reasons is because when we are kids, everything is magical. You know, we get used to everything. So actually, if you look at this place, it's magic. Trees, you know. We get used to that, and our job is like show it to you like different things, like new magic things, you know, like more magic in life. So yeah, I think we bring the people to that moment of awe, you know.
Yes.
And that's the thing that I think that brings people to this, you know. And how? Yeah, well, we can talk hours about this, but yeah, actually something that I really like about this, to talk about this is, for example, the attention is like a tunnel, okay? And it's not so a big tunnel, it's just like this, okay? So when you're focusing something, you think you are aware of everything else, but you're not. It's your brain like making the things for you, but you're only seeing this. Okay, actually, when if you can try it at your place, if you see one spot for 1 minute, 2 minutes, you will start to see like everything else is like, you know, it's not defined. It's like start to blur and or something like that. And it's like it's because our attention really is here, and actually that happens every time. But you realize that it's because you're focused here. So yeah, I mean, actually, look at this. For example, you see the ring.
Yeah.
So our work is to manage the attention of the people. And for example, I can take the ring here and boom, back to the finger.
Yeah.
And it's just like that.
I have no idea how that happened. Literally no idea.
So of course, I bring your attention to here, but that doesn't mean that the ring wasn't here.
Yeah.
So as I told you one of these days, we are step ahead of,
Yes.
of the rest of the
This
people.
is interesting because this is what we were talking about, right? The person who is 5 steps ahead in chess
Yeah.
sees more of the game than the person who's
Totally.
only like thinks they're 2 steps ahead. So the person who's 2 steps ahead thinks, "Oh, I'm gonna catch this person here," and then that person baits them into it. And then by the time they've done all, they're like, "Whoa, what the heck just happened?" So that's kind of the idea, right? It's just like you're at a meta conscious level. You're thinking about the thinking.
Totally,
you know?
totally. And as you told me, I mean, this, if you apply this to other things, like
Yeah.
you can see the reality in a different way.
Yes.
Because you are seeing that, for example, politics
Yeah.
or whatever, they are doing some things, but they are like
There's a lot of
far
misdirection.
away from you.
Exactly.
You know,
Compared
Yeah.
to the masses. The
Totally.
masses are just accepting whatever they're hearing on a regular basis.
Exactly.
Whereas if you're steps ahead, you know exactly how people are going to react. You know what's going to cause that
Totally,
reaction. You can set up a whole chain of...
Imagine if we do this for entertainment.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah, how many people are using it for
Yeah,
dark in the world?
Totally.
Yes.
So yeah, and it's not only this. I mean, as I told you, it's mentalism, hypnosis,
Yeah.
and things that is crazy. The
It's
amount
just
of
tricks of the mind.
yeah, totally. So yeah,
No, that's a really good example. And I remember Tony Robbins would always do this one thing where he'd say, in the seminar, he'd say, "Everyone, I want you to focus on everything that's green." And everyone would focus on everything that's
Totally,
green, right?
yes.
And then he'd say, "Close your eyes, remember everything that's red." And everyone's like, "Oh, I can't remember anything." And then they look on the stage like the whole stage was red or something, you know?
Yes.
Because the mind was so focused. It's something like, we have like 2,000 bits or something of conscious information versus something like 1,000,000 of subconscious. There's so many bits of information coming at us, but our consciousness is so focused on such a small amount.
you see,
It's very, yeah.
you saw that?
Yeah.
I just moved your attention
Yes,
to there, to
yes.
that point.
And I had no choice
Exactly.
because I just immediately responded to it.
Totally.
No,
totally.
it's so powerful, and it's like, for me, when I talk to people, they'll be like, magic doesn't work on me, or sales doesn't work on me, or this or that, and I'm like, I study this stuff, and I'm like, I know it works on me, even if I'm very conscious of what the person's doing. I know this stuff's still gonna work on me. I'm a little bit more aware, but I think you have to get to that level of knowing that it works
Yeah,
on you,
yeah.
knowing how the brain works, because then you can accept it, and then you can start to learn more. The person who doesn't think it works on them is the easiest person to make it work on them.
Totally,
You know?
totally,
And
yes.
they're the ones that probably get mad when you do it. Because they're like, whoa! You know? But that's also probably a great feeling, getting someone to wake up and realize that, like,
Yeah.
it is different than how they see it.
Totally. It's not like the things that you see there. It's not just like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you don't know,
Totally.
and you need to be aware of that.
I love that. So, man, let's get into some of these
Yes.
card tricks. And man, like, card tricks are funny with me, right? Because I'm always like thinking, I'm gonna know what this is, you know. But at the end of the day, I just, you know,
But
it's
actually,
hard.
maybe we can do something different. No,
Yeah.
not a card trick.
Anything.
With the cards, but something a little bit different.
Sure.
So it doesn't matter the cards. I can do it with paper or whatever.
Okay.
We will use this card later. I want you to think about your life, okay? About your whole life, good moments, nice experience, your travels, all your things, okay?
Okay.
And I want that you think in one short question about life. All right? You have it in your mind.
Just any experience.
Think about one question
One
about
question.
about life. Okay, a short one.
Okay.
Yes, you have it.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted you to write that question right here. I don't want to see it, of course. Just like this. Okay.
Right here.
Yeah, but I don't want to see it. Big letters, so you can show it to the camera. Okay. Good.
So I show it to the camera.
Yes. I don't want to see anything.
Hope you guys can see that.
It's okay, it's okay. So you just put it here. And look, I want to see. I want that you do another thing, okay? For me. I want that you think in something in nature that you like. And you will put it on this card, you will draw it.
Okay.
So but take your time to think something good, like something that you feel like connected with it.
Okay.
Okay? You have it?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, imagine the draw. Doesn't matter if I see this, just do it here. Just put it like this. and-
Draw the actual image
Yeah,
of it, or
yeah.
just the name of it?
No. The actual image.
Okay.
And just write it.
Write the image.
Yes. Doesn't matter if I see it. I will try to connect with that. Okay? Because it's your energy. What happened?
I'm a horrible drawer.
It's okay, it's okay. Doesn't matter. Look. Okay. What is this?
This is like a waterfall and a beautiful little cove and trees around. You know?
Okay. So, please cut the deck.
Got it?
Yeah, cut the deck. Now complete the cut. Complete the cut. Perfect. And just take the cards
Okay.
and put your hands on. All right. So I wanted you. Why you draw that? Because you like it, right? You feel connected
Makes me
with that.
feel free. Yeah.
Makes you feel free. So, what's the sun with the waterfall, trees, nature. So it's something interesting there because nature is the real world. I mean, all of this, the houses, we will create that, but the nature, the waterfalls, the water, everything is like here from the beginning, So if you see the animals, you can feel how it's their world. They move wherever they want. It's like it's total freedom. So it's interesting how the thing that you like vibes with you. So that's why you match with it. And actually, I think that, I don't know why, but I think that gives you the answer to your question. So nature, I think, is freedom.
Damn.
So look at this. In this deck, we put it your question, and we put it your draw, right? Somewhere, different places. But as I told you, they connect, and the nature is trying to answer you that thing. It did it.
Yeah. It answered me in the way of explaining how it's like they just do. What is
Totally.
it?
And look at what happened here. Right here, you made the cut, not me.
Yeah.
And right here is your draw. It's exactly your question right here.
All right, guys. The what is real freedom and the waterfall. And I
So-
never said anything about the question, and you just told a story about what is freedom. That was beautiful. Love
you.
that. And I have no idea how you did it, but it's very interesting.
Yes. So that's like a new way of think that I'm trying to do.
Yes.
Because it's magic, of course, but it's more than that. It's like we live like a special moment, talking about what is important for you. It's like a ritual. It's like something a little bit different. I know you felt it, right?
Yeah. Of course.
It wasn't a card trick.
No.
So that's part
Yeah,
of.
especially when you started talking about the animals, and you start getting these pictures and feelings in your mind of
Totally.
like seeing that and like how it's always been, and then how in society everything's been so caged, right? Or like Desmond Morris's book called The Human Zoo. We've built these zoos, and we've created a lot of other types of freedom, but we've also boxed ourselves in, imprisoned ourselves.
Totally. And this you answer your question.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, that's super, super powerful. So, man, like this is amazing, and like obviously, like I want to like keep this going for a little bit, but then we don't have a million hours to do all your stuff, and I'd love to share everything I possibly could, but I really want what's something that you can give to the audience and these people that it's like if they want to either learn magic, learn how to like really understand magic more, like what's something that is something you love to share with people that you're passionate about?
Okay. I think that everything is possible, okay? Everything that you want is possible because your brain creates your reality, and we can do a really quick example about this.
Love that. Yeah.
So you can do it in your places. So I just ask you to put all your imagination in this, okay? All your focus, and it will work. I just the guide on this. Okay, your brain will do this. All right. I want that you do it with me. Okay. So please, not now.
Okay.
In a moment, I will ask you to put your hands like this, with a palm of distance. Okay.
Okay.
And you will imagine, you and your places too. You will imagine that in your hands you have a really strong magnet.
Okay.
In your hand, you will start to feel like your hands is getting closer and closer. So please put your hands like this. Use palm. Take a deep breath. And close your eyes. And now I want that you imagine those magnets in the palm of your hands and start to get closer and closer. Your hands start to get closer and closer. And each time that I snap my fingers, those magnets are stronger and stronger, stronger and stronger, stronger and stronger. And each time that I snap my fingers 10 times faster, the sensation is faster and faster, faster and faster. And only when your hands touch each other, you will be able to open your eyes and you will see what happened. Faster and faster, faster and faster, faster and faster. You can open your eyes. So you felt it, right?
I actually felt it, and my mind the whole time was saying this is bullshit, and it was still. I actually felt things. It was like a pulsating.
Totally, because your subconscious mind is believing on that.
Yes.
Your conscious mind is trying to control it. That's why I ask the people to do it. Like, okay, try to control that thought, because you will have thoughts like, no, this is bullshit or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you put more focus on that, you will feel it, and this is just the beginning of.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. So last night, me and Ari were doing this exercise before he took some guys out to go socialize and learn how to be better with like talking with women. That's a lot of what he does with his dating business. And before they went out, they did this exercise where they had to tell what their day was for 30 seconds. And then the whole time we just booed them and said, you're a loser and all this. And then the last 30 seconds, we're like, you're the man, woo, yeah. And then you just see the change in their whole body language.
Totally.
At first they're both, they're feeling it, they're just kind of tense. And then they start loosening up, moving around. And it's just, what was the difference?
Exactly. The difference is in your head. It's
Yes.
nothing else.
Yes.
So if your subconscious minds believe in something, it's real for you. If we continue with this, I can make you put your hands here and don't be able to take out your hand from there.
Yeah.
So it's your brain believing that, your subconscious mind.
So how does someone use this just for their life? How do they use it on themselves? Because it's harder to use the subconscious stuff on yourself. You have to do some, I guess, pre-framing or pre-programming. Like how do you think someone can really take this and be like, I want to change my habits. I want to.
Okay, well, the easiest way is go to a hypnosis session.
Yeah.
But actually, you can do it consciously. Like when you know that information, this information, you know that your thoughts create your reality, and you can be aware of that. So if you start to think, my life sucks or whatever, you know that you are putting that in your subconscious.
So crazy,
and your reality will change, and
it will literally start to match that frequency. Like,
yeah, exactly. So the thing is, if you start to think about that, okay, I'm having bad thoughts, let's change it, and you start to reprogram yourself. It's a long process, but it works. I mean,
no doubt, it's absolutely a long process to do these types of things. However, what I found over the years by having mentors, having people work on my own subconscious mind, having actually having somebody from the outside coming in versus taking me all that time to learn it myself, it was a lot more powerful. So I really want to know more about your wealth hypnosis, and it's really cool to do like magic and entertain people and all that, but just like when I watch some of Aaron Brown's shows where he literally transforms someone's entire life because he knows how to work on their subconscious.
Totally, yes.
And you see it in 1 month completely transform who they are, who they be, and then they start to get completely different results. So tell me more about that side of things.
well, yeah, I mean, with hypnosis, you can talk directly to the subconscious mind. So you can change thoughts. Of course, it's not for some people. It's maybe one session is good to do that. But if you want deep changes with few sessions, you can start to see it. Okay. So as we told before, if the subconscious mind creates your reality, you change that, you will start to see these changes around, you know. And yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Okay, of course you need to be aware that what you are doing there, and that's why I don't do like deep therapy or things like that. I just want to focus in wealth, okay, in any sense, but more like in business, in your money. So if you are for example earning 2K per month, and you want to earn more, but you don't happen, it's because you have a block there, you know. You have money blocks, you have that thought that doesn't attract that client, you know. But you are able to do it. You are able to get those clients. You are able to charge more money, and everything is in your mind. So yeah, I mean, if you go deep in the mind and can see what are your fears, you know, then I can change that.
Yes.
So I use anchors.
Anchors. Yeah.
Anchors, yes. So the idea is like every time that you feel in that way, like fears with for the money or whatever, you change that immediately in your mind. So your subconscious mind is doing it immediately. You don't need to put so much force as you do it normally if you try to do it consciously, you know?
Yes.
So that's the main idea of my work with.
No, it's so interesting because there's two sides of it. I remember always listening to Brian Tracy tapes over and over and over again, and he'd always be like, "You become what you think about. You are what you think about most of the time." Blah blah blah, over and over the same stuff in Think and Grow Rich or religious texts or anything.
Totally.
At the end of the day, like it's true, but this is what will happen all the time when people are like, "The law of attraction doesn't work for me." I'm like, no, what's happening is you're thinking about what you want for like 2 minutes of the day. And the rest of the time, your subconscious is telling you all the things that you don't want. Your subconscious mind is telling you all the things that you can't do.
Totally.
Why you can't. So they think because they were conscious of thinking about what they wanted for a short period of time, that means it should come to them. But their subconscious mind is in control. And that's what they end up seeing everywhere. So they see more of sales calls not working. They see more lack of abundance. They see more scarcity. And they don't even realize that's what's happening because it's so deep-seated.
Totally.
And it's interesting, right? Someone buys a car and they drive it off the lot and they start to see that same car everywhere because their reticular activating system is focused on that.
Yes.
If you can train the subconscious to focus on what they want most of the time, they will start to see it everywhere.
This is a bridge for that.
Yes.
I mean, you always trying to, okay, I will change my mind. I will try.
Man,
to,
I try all the time, even for myself with my awareness, and I still suck at it. Like it's taken so many years, and I'm better. But I still find myself thinking about ridiculous things. And I'm like, how did that, you know? So it's just so much easier to have someone help you with it.
Yeah. I mean, imagine that do all of that like automatically, you know?
Yes.
So that's the idea.
I believe that. I literally believe our subconscious mind is 99% in control. And you can actually program it to like work like an autonomous robot to what you want.
Yeah,
literally,
exactly.
like you wake up every morning, you go work out without even thinking about it. You eat the healthy foods without even thinking. You literally program your mind like a robot, and you start to do those things. To me, that's an amazing. That just sounds awesome.
It's an amazing
That's
tool,
what I
of
want,
course.
and that doesn't mean people think that means that automatic means no work. No, it just means in alignment with your mind.
Totally.
That's it. In alignment with what you want. So your mind is just aligned with what you want.
Yeah, I mean, you use that clothes because you want to use it.
Yeah.
And you can do that with your mind. I mean, I want
See,
these kind
awesome.
of thoughts. I want this thing. I want this. So yeah, that's the idea.
You know, it's interesting. I was just looking up this concept, ontological design. It's like you build your space builds you. You build your habits builds you. You build your friend group. Those people, you become the average of them. You can also completely build your mind to do what you want it to do.
Exactly.
I think that's so freaking powerful. So I'm super excited to like do a lot of this stuff with you, and also I'm going to be getting some magic coaching, you know. Because I want to.
You will start to see magic from me.
Yeah, you know, I think that's such a cool little extra side of things to be able to bring in some entertainment to education, and that's something that my channel's been missing. Is I do a lot of teaching, but there's not as much entertainment as I would like because I get so into the content, you know. But it's really important to entertain. You obviously know this. When you're entertaining and storytelling, it's actually affecting them way more than if you're just giving the best content.
Totally.
because you're able to actually gain their attention and then get into the subconscious and have them actually change. So it's super powerful. But yeah, thank you so much. Where can people find you? I'll leave some links below.
Perfect.
On social media, and then where they can find you for coaching, hypnosis.
Well, my Instagram is my best tool, so yeah, you can follow me. It's soy sauce Blake. It's not soy sauce. It's soy because I'm talking Spanish, so it's like I am Blake.
Yeah.
In Spanish, it's soy Blake.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you remember because of that, it's okay.
Yeah. And then on Instagram, is there anywhere else they can find you?
On Instagram, you have my things there.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so it's better to go to my Instagram, or you can go to my webpage. It's jeanblake.com.
Perfect. I'll leave everything in the description below. Definitely hit up Blake. We're gonna do some more stuff over the next couple months, and I'll be working directly with you with some other stuff. So I'm excited to share everything you learned, but I hope you guys got so much value from this video, because I promise you, if you actually take what we're talking about here and start to apply it, and you actually get a mentor coach, which I have in every area, whether it's boxing, business, my mind, it doesn't matter. I always hire mentors, because you can either learn it through trial and error over years and years, or you could get an expert to help you get their way faster. It's like
the best way to learn. Yeah.
To me,
totally.
Life is too short. That's how I look at it. It's too short for me to take my whole life to learn things. I want to be able to do it now, so I can live places like this and travel the world and do cool stuff now, instead of like surfing the world when I'm 80. You know, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, just come here. Come closer. Yeah. What is your name again?
Tony Montana.
Tony Montana.
Tony.
Look at this.
Tony Montana
right here. Can you see it?
No, nothing.
Look. Nothing. Look. Really slowly. Okay. Blow. Yeah. It's gone.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look.
What? No way, brother.
Tony, look at this. Put your hand like this.
Yes.
Okay. Look. Right here. Boom. Through your hand.
What?
Through your hand again. Look at this. Look right here. Poof. You feel that? Don't move. Look.
Whoa! What? Oh, bro! I cannot believe it! Oh, bro! Teach me, brother! Oh, one more!
Look at this. Put your hand like this. This one, like this. And you put your hand here. Okay. So I will pass the coin through your hand. Okay. Don't move. Keep it there. Keep it here. Don't move. Look. Boom. See it? No, it's not on your shoulder.
Oh, shit, bro! Oh, I know that! Oh, my God!
Look at this. Come closer. Put your hand like this. Because maybe you didn't saw it because the cone is too small. So let's make it bigger.
Oh, my God. What's going on?
That's better.
Boy! Ball necklace! What happened? I cannot believe, my friend.
Me neither. Look. Boom. It's gone. It's here.
Another trick, bro! Another trick!
Maybe a little bit different with you. So look. Just put your hand like this. All right. Listen. Pay attention on this. I will touch your arm. And each time that you feel that I touch you, I need that you do this. Look at me. Okay? So if I touch you, just once. Okay, listen. They need to see, so do like this. Come on. Okay, cover your eyes with this hand. Just for 2 minutes, okay? Okay. Okay, use the last time. Open your eyes. The people don't believe in that, but look at this. Give me your glasses for a second. Yeah. Listen. Look at this. Put your hand here. Okay. Yes. Right here. And you your hand here. So look at this. Now you see the glasses? Just focus in the glasses, okay? Look at this. 1, 2, and 3. Look. put your hand like this. All right.
one?
This one,
This one?
like
Yeah.
this.
Uh-huh.
All right. So listen, I will touch your arm, and each time that you feel that I touch you, I need that you do this. Okay, like this.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So if I touch you,
Yeah.
you do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Like a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Look at this. I need that you see this. Come closer. Right here. Look. Look. Okay. Okay. Cover your eyes with this hand. With the other hand, cover your eyes. Yes. And if I touch you, okay. Only when you feel that I touch you,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the last time, okay?
Yeah.
Open your eyes.
Wat denk je?
Het is serieus.
Nee, dit is
Hij had een zo gemaakt.
Yeah.
Didn't touch you at all.
You didn't really.
You felt it?
Really? I want to see it on the video. Want to see? Yeah.
Show it to him.
No.
More.
Okay.
What the fuck? Watch. Dude. No. So stupid.
He's like, and you're like, huh? He touched me. I don't know. I feel confused. You know, it's like the magic exists. The magic exists.
So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you appreciated Blake
Thank you
for
so
being
much,
here.
guys.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
See you.